Well, right off the bat, it was super easy, very easy to work with. You know, I think she understood what we were, the message that we were trying to put out to our students, and to our faculty and staff. And I think that in my position, having worked with other speakers, sometimes it can be challenging to kind of have the person understand what the subject matter is, what our topic is. But I think Wendy and the team did a great job of kind of assessing what's going on with us at our campus, and then tailoring a presentation that would speak to those elements. And I think it was very well received because of those details. So I would say it was a pleasure to work. Watching the faculty members interact with the presentation. I know that the intent was that, you know, we really wanted to make it student focused, and it was like, you know, we'll be happy to accommodate our faculty and staff. But I thought it was just so powerful that we were getting these personal testimonies, and folks not realizing that those specific situations that they were in, they're still carrying with them, you know, and still haven't figured out a way to kind of resolve it or build that resilience they need to be able to say, okay, that happened, it was dealt with, I can move on. I thought that was powerful, because you know, it takes a lot for someone to open up and say, you know, they were a part of a situation that was difficult, or they got penalized for something, and, you know, in front of your peers. That's pretty powerful, you know. I think some tears were shed, you know, so that was that stuck with me, because I know it's hard to open up, but it says a lot about the presentation that folks felt comfortable enough to put themselves out there and to share what happened to them in an effort to get the feeling off of them, but also to help anyone else that was in the room. I think that is so powerful. And I can't say that happens all the time, but I was like, that's why we do these things. This is the impact we're hoping to have. And this is why we do these things, because of these moments right here, and creating those spaces where folks feel comfortable to share in that way. I think with that particular talk that Wendy delivered, there's some continuity there that we could explore, and we could expand it out to the larger campus. We just did a small, you know, subset of the campus, but this is a much larger conversation that I think would really resonate with our group. And I would recommend it to anyone who wants to have this conversation, because it was done in a way that I think was very relatable. And I think that it was digestible for some folks. And there were also these tools and nuggets for people to take away, you know, and to act out in their own lives or their own spaces, which I think, you know, I can't say that about a lot of speakers. Some people just come and kind of speak and, you know, this is what it is. But, you know, I felt like there were little tools for our toolbox that we could take away and then, you know, and use in our respective lives or respective places. So I would definitely recommend Wendy to anyone else who was interested in this type of talk. And yeah, it was an absolute pleasure, and I hope to keep working with her in the future to bring this message across. So